What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, I really wanted to take a step back, and I told you guys that I was going to be creating some documents that you can use for the 100 trade challenge. And I went ahead and put together some tools that you can use in order to make sure you succeed, to help you with your positioning, sizing, and to also make sure that you track your trades properly and you get better every single day. All right. So if you're ready, let's step into the war zone. First and foremost, let me retweet this out. Let me know where you're tuning in from tonight, and we'll start the party. Live now. Don't miss the 100-day challenge and free tracker. Boom. Who we have in the building today? Who is here in the building today? Who do we have? EK, what's going on? Trading Wars Army, brother. Welcome to the army. Edwin, what's going on? Trading Wars Army. Michael, Trading Wars Army. What's going on? Jake, what's going on? Alex, good to see you, brother. Andy, Kevin, Michael, Ramon, AV, Trading Wars Army in the building. Mike Lewis, Trading Wars Army. Good to see you guys. So let's go ahead here, guys, and let's get right into this. Okay, guys. So a lot of people have been asking me this, and I see some haters already in here. It's all good. So I created this 100 trade challenge spreadsheet and this PDF file. All right. So what I did here, guys, is let me just walk you through this. So this is the PDF file. The PDF file is going to be free for everyone. All right. And the actual Excel file, which I put a lot more formulas into and stuff, is a little bit more advanced. These are for people in my Discord that are actually doing the challenge. Okay. So I still want to make sure that I get something to the free community to help you track, because a lot of people ask me for that. So this PDF is going to be free to everyone. And then this one right here, I'll walk through that right after. But essentially, let's look at this in detail. Okay. So this is how I track my trades very simply. So we're always going to have a section on your plan. All right. So the most important thing that you can do as a trader is make sure you go ahead and reflect on your trades, right? You need to reflect on your trades and see how you did. So right here, let's fill out one together. So let's just say today is the 16th of May, right? The time, let's say we took this trade at 9:30. Okay. And then symbol, let's say Intel. All right. So that's one of the examples that I have today. So here we go. So here's Intel. So let's use this as an example. So this one was one of the trades we took today. We had this short on the 786. Okay, so let's go ahead and just put in an entry. So let's say we went 43.29. Okay, and then our stop loss in this case here would be right above that high, 43.30. Okay, so 43.30, and our target, whatever, right? So let's just say 43. So this is a short. Okay, so this is your plan. Okay, and it's just good to always reflect on your plan when you take your trade. And the exit is what you actually get out at. Okay, so the exit, so let's say you actually got out at 41, let's just say. All right. And then in this section right here, guys, this is your profit. So whenever you update this, so let's just make this 0. So whenever you update the profit section here, so let's say you made, so this should go back to your broker. So your actuals should be your broker. Okay. So your exit and your profit and loss. The most important thing is obviously the profit and loss. So let's just say you made 500 bucks. So as you fill this sheet out, right, and then you start putting in some losers, whatever, it's going to automatically calculate your total profit as well as your win rate. And those are the two important things that I always look at: your total profit and your win rate. All right. Hit me with a 9 if you're following me so far. Does that make sense? And the whole point of this, guys, is for you. I'm challenging you to do all 100 of this tracker. All right. And we're going to talk about all the different strategies you can do today. But I'm putting this out there because this is what's helped me become profitable, is tracking my trades. All right. So let me go ahead and ask you, as a friend to a friend, how many of you actually track your trades? Okay. Hit me with a 1 if you track your trades. Hit me with a 2 if you don't. Let's be completely honest. And one of the ways that you will become profitable, if you manage your risk and you do proper position sizing, which I'm actually going to show you how to do here, you need to track it in order to make adjustments, in order to know if you're actually making money. Because a lot of the times what new traders do is they go on a winning streak and then they lose a few and they give up, or they start off on a losing streak and then they just give up right off the bat, right? So you need to have it detailed like this, all right? And like I said, the profit and the win rate will calculate itself. So position size calculator. So this right here is where you put your account balance in, okay? So whatever it is, let's say $2,000. Okay, so this is going to be like for the small accounts. All right, so I want to also do this from a small account perspective. So right down here, futures micro contract position sizing. Yes, it's in the Discord. I'll get there. Okay, so this is how we trade the small accounts. So MES. So this is the primary symbol that we use to trade small accounts is futures. Okay, so this is futures as an example. So let's look at this. Here's our Nirvana. So this is an example of a pattern, right? This is an example of a pattern right here that we want to take. So what you would do here, you would go ahead, put your position tool like this. There's your short. Here's your stop loss. You double click on here and it's going to tell you exactly what you're doing here. So your entry is going to be 4,006.75. So you're going to go 4,006.75. And your stop loss here is going to be 4,017. Okay, so let me move this over here. 4,017. All right, so you're risking 10.25 points and it automatically calculates how much dollars you're risking. Okay, so for example, in this case, if we're using micro contracts, you're risking 50 bucks. So on this trade, you're risking 50 bucks. Okay, so here's an example. So let's say you're only allowed to risk $40 per trade because 2% of your account is 40 bucks. This is telling you need to buy 0.78 contracts short. That's why it's negative. So generally here, what I would do is round up. So obviously you have to at least take one contract, but most people I recommend is about a $5,000 start. It gives you enough cushion if you make mistakes. All right. So you can think like the average trade on a futures contract will probably be around 10 points. So you're really risking about $50 per contract. So I just did this quick calculation for you here in order for you to say, okay, I have 5,000. All right. My max risk, it should be around 100 bucks, etc. This is being extremely conservative. Okay. You can risk 10%, you can risk 20%, whatever you want to risk. But I'm saying from a strictly fundamental approach, 2% of your capital. Okay. And obviously you're going to have margin. You're going to have margin. So margin is going to allow you to trade with less or more, unless you're doing options, which I'm going to talk about now. So if we do options, I just boiled it down to a simple science. Just assume you're using 50, you're going to lose 50%. Okay. So what this does right here is it takes your risk and this is wrong. It should be divided by 2. Well, just fix that right there. So I'm going to fix that. So whatever your risk, so if your max risk is 100 bucks, you shouldn't be risking more than $50 per contract. Okay. So I use a 50% stop loss method. Okay. Sorry. It was right. My bad. Yes. Okay. Because if you lose 50%, you're going to lose 100 bucks. So the maximum you could put in an option contract is $200. Okay. Does that make sense? I literally just put this together. So sorry if I'm a little bit off because I didn't really get time to review it. I just put it together really quickly for the stream. But anyways, so if you're risking $100 maximum, then the maximum you can go in using a 50% stop loss method with options is $200. All right. I'm just doing this. You could obviously risk whatever you want, but these are simple rules and that you can follow consistently. And the last thing is shares. So right here, if you're just going to do SPY shares or Intel shares, whatever, you just here plug in your entry, your stop loss. That's your total dollar risk. And this right here, your shares, it's going to calculate based on your dollar risk versus your maximum risk per trade. Okay. So in this case, if you're risking $1 per trade, you can only do 100 shares. All right. And this shouldn't be a dollar value. This should be general. Okay. So does that make sense? You guys follow me there? So these are all quick rules that I use. Okay. And when I trade, these are all from my trading, guys. This is how I came up with this. Hit me with a 7 if that makes sense to you. What if I only have 300? If you don't have at least $2,000 or $1,000 and you plan on not using margin, then I would really and truly just do paper trading. Okay. And remember, you can paper trade this. Like everybody wants to just get rich right now, but nobody wants to put in the work. Nobody wants to put in the work. People don't understand that I've been doing this for 7 going on to 8 years. So if you have to paper trade 1,000 times before you have enough money to trade, that's probably the best thing you can do. And I'm telling you this from the honest truth, guys. I'm not selling you on no lies. If you could paper trade, if you get through this cycle of 100 trades, if you get through this cycle and you see your results and you figured out you were not profitable, that's the best thing that could happen to you. Okay. And it's even better when you paper trade because you can go ahead and make adjustments. All right. Okay. You can paper trade anything. But if you want to do it with real money, always keep your size small. All right. So there we go, guys. Hit me with an 8. If you followed me there, if you like this, I always tell you guys, I think and dream about ways to help you guys and make it better. Okay. I always think about that for you guys. All right. I try. And I always remember I have to be fair to my members too. So there's a give and take, but I always make sure that I help as much people as I can. All right. So now we have 2 sections in the Discord. So free indicators and more. So if you join the Discord channel right here at tradingwars.com, there's the Discord channel right there. You just click on that and that'll take you to our server. So all free members should have access to the free indicators and more. This is where you can get the golden indicators. You can look some YouTube videos. You can get some of our TOS scripts and discounts and some other stuff here from our brother Walt. And I'm going to put the PDF in here. Okay. So the PDF file is going to be in here. All right. So actually, let me do that right now before I forget. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to upload this. 1 second, guys. Give me a sec. 100 trade journal. All right. So there we go. So there's the 100 trade journal right here. Okay. You can download a copy of this. I think that's the easiest way to get it to you. I wish I could just upload it on this chat, but I don't think I can. So anyways, that's the free section. Check it out. Okay. And then in the paid section here for my members, I went ahead and did the Excel and the PDF. Okay. So this is the same thing that you would do on the PDF. You would just write it down, right? Because I know a lot of people love to write it down. And I do think writing it down is a little bit better for the mental because it kind of paints a picture for you. But if you just plug numbers on a spreadsheet, sometimes you don't really feel it, right? But when you write it down, like let's say you write down here, profit minus 100, you're going to feel that, right? You're going to feel that. So if you want to go old school right here and just write it out, feel free to. And at the end right here, I would just take a total of your profit and loss right there. Okay. There we go. Okay. So now let's talk about the setups. Like what are the strategies that we can use? So hit me with a 4 for the 4 horsemen and hit me with a 4 if you're ready for this strategy section. Okay. And we could spend all day and night on strategies. We have many videos on strategies. But I'm going to focus on, I'm going to go in order of probably easiest to hardest. The hardest will probably make you the most money, but the easiest will be a great place to start. All right. So here we go. So this is Intel. This is one of the trades we took today in the stock room, but let's go ahead and start off with the actual setup. So these two are probably going to be the easiest, the opening range breakout and the triggers. I have full videos on both of these and make sure you watch them on YouTube. Okay. And I post them every night. But the opening range breakout, we talked about this yesterday, is just taking the first bar, the breakout of the first bar. So for example, here, let me just delete this and then I'll bring it back up. Here's your first bar here on the day. Here's your first bar, your first 5-minute bar. You take the break if it breaks the low. You take the break above if it breaks the high. So one is to the short side, one is to the upside. It's very simple because it's one trade. That's it. Okay. You don't have to do anything else for the rest of the day. Very simple. All right. So that's the opening range breakout. It can be done on the 5 and the 3 and the 15. Those are the 3 time frames I focus on: 3-minute, 5-minute, 15-minute chart. Okay. Those are the 3. The other one is triggers. So there's two places you can get triggers. Three places. The first thing you can do is come to the Twitter. So the Twitter will always have my free triggers that I post the night before. So you could play these, like these that I post. You can play these. Okay. Obviously, manage your risk, etc., etc. Okay. Do your own due diligence, blah, blah, blah. Okay. The other thing is you can create your own. And I've talked about how to create your own triggers, which is basically support and resistance, Fibonacci, average true range, etc. Or if you're in the Discord and you want full plans, you just go here to the trade plan bonus picks, and these are posted every single day with your entry, stop loss, and target. Okay, so it keeps it really simple if you need the extra hand. All right, and these are what I use. I use these and I automate them in my broker. I just put the entry, the stop loss, and the target. All right, so those are the two simplest ones. Hit me with the three if that makes sense. Okay, you follow me there? So opening range breakout and the triggers. Triggers are line in the sands. You just play it. Once it breaks it, you take the break. Opening range breakout, you wait for the first bar to close and you take that. Okay. All right. So the next thing we have on the list is, so we're going to leave the Fibonacci for last. That's the most profitable one. I'm going to leave that for last. The fractals. So what are the fractals? Well, the fractals are an inside or outside bar, and that's what my free indicators do. They highlight the yellow and the white bars are the bars you play off of. What I like for people to play in particular are the advanced patterns, such as the blue highlight, which is the Nirvana, and the Holy Grail, which is the yellow. I like for my members or anyone doing the challenge to focus on those. Could be on the 5, 15, 3-minute, any one of those time frames, because they're more rare and they will prevent you from over trading. I wouldn't go for every single inside or outside bar unless they line up with support and resistance, Fibonacci support and resistance. Okay. Otherwise, I would not. All right. So you would look for like 100 Nirvanas, 100 Holy Grails. You would trade those, paper trade, small size, whatever. Get through that challenge and see where you are. Okay. So here's an example right here. We have a Nirvana on Intel. It breaks to the upside. You take that. That's about 1.5 times your money. Put a stop loss down here. That's a winner. Okay. So you would go back to your sheet here. Date, time, entry, stop loss, target, exit, profit, loss, profit or loss. Okay. So this one's a little bit different. I just kind of did both here, profit and loss, but it still has everything you need there. Okay. And what I would recommend is just if you want to, you could do it with multiple stocks, or you could just do it with SPY or the Qs when you're starting off. So you just focus on one at a time. And that way you can kind of learn the personality of the index, because that's really, really going to help you in your trading journey. All right, so let's put back the anchors here. Hit me with a 2 if you followed me there. Hit me with a 2 if you followed me. And let me just pull this out here so we can finish this off right here. All right. All right. So the last one is the Fibonacci, which is going to be the most profitable one, but obviously the most advanced, because anything, guys, that is going to make you a lot of money is not going to be simple, because if it was simple, then everybody would be making money, right? So the Fibonacci is something where if you put in the work, if you put in the time, you study it, that you always have positive risk to reward. And we went through this in detail yesterday. Okay. So here we go. So we're on Intel. So as you guys know, yesterday I launched the new Fibonacci live stock room. So this is our Fibonacci for stocks, and here's our Fibonacci for SPY. So we have one for SPY and we have one for stocks, because people keep asking me to draw the fibs for them in real time. So today we did Intel. So we drew the afternoon leg for Intel, just like we have it here, and we posted it right around 12 o'clock. So there was our high and our low. So what are we looking for here? So if you look back at the Discord, we have our golden zone short, which is from the 50 to the 786. Okay. And then we have our extensions. So if we watch Intel, so we posted it right around here. So notice, guys, here, watch closely. Okay. And remember what I taught you guys about the waterfall. So notice we come into the golden zone here. We're in the golden zone right here from the 50. And if you notice, none of these candles, none of the lows were broken until we came to the 786 and we put in an inverted hammer. From that inverted hammer, we actually broke the low. That confirms a change in momentum, and we went all the way back down. So that is our 786 trade. It wasn't huge, but it was good enough to make some good money. And then over here, guys, this was the best trade of the day, which is what we call the 272 reversal. So here's your 272. Same thing, guys. So we come into the zone of, so our reversal zone is from the 0.169 up until about the 50. And you can see as soon as we came back in here, guys, we put in the candle confirmation right here. We had that inverted hammer. We broke the low and we sold off. So that was actually the play of the day. All right. So those are the fibs. In SPY today, let's go look at SPY real quick. Okay. So in SPY, we started off opening inside of the range. So we opened right here. So here's the previous day's low. Let me just draw this as a reference. Here's our low. Here's our high. So it was a lot of chop today. And I took one attempt today and it didn't work. So I literally just bailed. So we had this 930 opening range breakout. I didn't take it because we're in the middle. So I never do that. This outside bar, I took a shot at this right here. Once we broke above the high, hoping that we could start making a push, but that didn't happen. So I took a quick stop loss on this one. But you'll see here, guys, once we had this direction here, we chopped a little bit for the morning, but the afternoon leg came in strong. So if we take the fib from the low to the high right there, why is my fibs going the other way? What the hell? I didn't do that. Interesting. Okay, well, it's going this way now. I guess. Can we flip that, guys? Anyways, I gotta look into that. I usually have it on the left. I don't know if I click something by accident. Labels left. There we go. All right. So you could see here, guys, the afternoon leg did step in. Okay, so here was the afternoon leg. There was your 618. You had your outside bar over there as well for a little bit of confirmation. And then from there, it's literally like the same thing where we popped up to the 272 and reversed. All right. So that was literally the same thing. Let's look at the 15-minute chart to see if there's any trades here. So we had a little bit of a nirvana that came in around 2 o'clock. That was okay. Push right here, pretty much a scalp. You would not get much out of that, definitely. So nothing really nice on that. But it was definitely a choppy day for SPY. You guys can see here's the yesterday's Friday's range, and you can see we just kind of bounce in and out of that range, which makes it tough. So I'm expecting tomorrow for there to be a lot of good trading opportunities. So I'm going to be ready to rock and roll tomorrow. Okay. But Intel was really clean today. And that's why we've been drawing both the SPY and the stock ones now so that everybody can see everything. There we go. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it. What I wanted to talk to you about. Make sure you grab a copy of the PDF in the Discord, download it, get through your 100 trades. I want you to paper trade if you don't feel comfortable or just observe it and write it down. And when you're done this 100 trades, guys, look at the profit and start talking to me about what are the results that you had. And we'll try to get some of you guys up here on the stream and talk about your results. Okay. Especially the Trading Wars Army members. I'm going to try to get some of you guys up here. This is the positions tool calculator. So again, let's just summarize this here. As you put in your profit, it's going to change. It's going to update your profitability there and as well as your win rate. And you just fill this in here. This is your plan section. This is your actuals. Okay. And always compare back to your plan and make sure you stick with your plan. Your position size is set at max of 2% of your total account. The futures calculator, you just put your entry and your stop loss. It'll automatically calculate how much contracts you need. The same thing for shares. And then for options, we just use a 50% rule, which is basically saying you're willing to risk 50% of the option contract. And then that's how you size. All right. Hit me with a 9 if that made sense. Did you follow me there, guys? And remember, so everyone can get a copy of the PDF. That's for free. And this one right here is for people that are more serious, that are actually trading with me in my rooms, the actual Excel file. All right. But I wanted to make sure I have something for both. There we go. All right. So there we go, guys. As always, check me out. You know where to check me out. Where do you guys check me out? Tradingwars.com. That's how we do right here. Check me out, guys. If you get any one of my 3 books, you get 1 month for free in the room. Okay. Which is a pretty good deal, as well as you can sign up here directly on the main page if interested. So what I'm going to be doing here, let me ask your opinion, but I want to create 100 trades. Like I'm going to fill this in for my trades. I'm going to fill this in for the small account challenge. And I'm going to also fill this in for just the system. So the system in general. So like, let's look at all the holy grails. Let's look at all the nirvanas. I'm going to be filling it in and I'm going to show you the results myself. So here we go, guys. This is the small account, Twitter, TW Derry. That's my younger brother who's doing the small account. So he's going to populate this as well. He's was on day 80. He took a loser today, minus $367, but he had a big winner on Friday, which was 1447. So that's how you're gonna know about the risk management. Like that's how you know you're doing a good job. Your losers should be a fraction of your winners. All right, guys. So what do you think about that idea? Would you want me to do 100 trades of different strategies? I'll do one for the fibs, one for the Holy Grail, Nirvana. Hit me with a big 11 if you think about that. If you like that, hit me with a big 11. Yeah. So guys, I think if I see some people asking, the best thing, in my opinion, if you want to, is to grab a book, which comes with 1 month for free in the room. You get 1 month with the book. So you get the education, you have your trackers, you're good to go. Give it a shot for a month, paper trade, whatever, and see. See if it's for you. Trading is not for everybody. It's a lot of discipline, very, very disciplined in order to make money in the market. You make one mistake, you get killed. All right. But it's the most lucrative because there's no ceiling to how much you can make. There's no ceiling. Okay. You can make as much as you want. And that's the power of trading. All right, my friends. I want to thank you very much. Who wants to do a giveaway right now? Hit me with an 8 if you want to do a giveaway to wrap up the stream. We'll do a nice, good giveaway here. I mean, guys, whatever you need, I listen. People wanted a journal, I make a journal. Whatever you want, guys, I will do it for you. All right? You want giveaways, we do giveaways. At the end of the day, I know by giving to you, I'm giving to myself. I really believe that we're all connected in one shape, size, form, whatever. I do really believe that in the bottom of my heart. And I knew, guys, that when I was going through the struggle, there were people that I looked up to that gave me a helping hand. And I want to be that type of person as well. I obviously have to be fair to everybody, but wherever I can help, I will. And really, if you think about it, guys, if you really think about it, I have all of my indicators for free. If you think about that, I have this journal now for free. I have almost 500 videos on YouTube. So definitely, honestly, you could really get pretty much almost everything you need from the channel. People come to my Discord rooms if they want to see me trade live and learn live and they're trying to grow quickly, then definitely that's good. But if you want to take your time and whatnot, you don't need to rush into anything. I got a lot of resources for you guys. And all I ask in return, my friends, just please drop a comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure you do. All right. So let's go ahead here. I'm going to pick someone from the video last night. And I just really want to say thank you very much for the spy video last night. I was actually shocked. I think this is my new record. We did 2,000 views in less than 24 hours. And I've never done that before. So thank you very much for that, guys. It was really mind blowing to me because I didn't know that I could get that much of a turnout. So I know you guys are loving the Trading Spy for a Living series, and that's what we do every day. So thank you so much. All right. So we have 43 comments on here. Let's get out the random number generator and let's pull this out right here. So we're going to go 1 to 42, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Number 15. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, here we go. Boom. Bernard J. You are the winner, my friend. Please DM me on Twitter and we will go ahead and verify your account, get you all set up, and get you going. Definitely for the long-term challenge, day trading not exactly suitable for my time zone. Great, brother. So we're going to be talking about that as well. Let's shout out to this brother right here, Jonathan. What's going on, brother? Thanks for being such a great trading mentor for all of us. Thank you, sir. This is actually something that I love doing, and that's why I do it. That's how I have the energy to do videos every single day. Otherwise, I would not be doing this if I didn't love it. All right. Can we get a congrats to our brother who won the giveaway? And can we just get a 1 in the chat a strong one right here that we can have a great, successful, and profitable week. Send the ones. Send the ones. If you can send the rockets, I don't know if you guys can do emojis. Send the rockets if you have them, guys. Boom. K-Trader with a $4.99. Thank you, brother. I see you. I really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. All right. There we go, friends. I'm going to wrap it up here. Make sure you check out the Discord to get your copy of the PDF. And I wish you guys nothing but the best. I will see you tomorrow. Take care.